we have the first 4 rows on the basket, and now I'm going to add color in. This is some color that I dyed several different colors. We have a burgundy and a green, and there's a blue in here. So these are deeper, darker colors, and if you don't have a way when you dye your own reed to make sure that the color doesn't run, there is a product out there that you can add to the rinse water, which I'll cover in the dyeing reed class. But as you can see, I have a towel here that has colors on it. So I've already done it to this piece, but I want to show you what you would do. You would just start it like this and run it through, and then just turn it and run it through like this. Now this is after it's been wet, and squeegee off. See, I had already done it, so I didn't get very much off of here, but you'll get maybe some darker spots. Now the reason you want to squeegee this off is because if it ran on this towel, it will run on your basket, and it will leave color on your basket where you don't want it. Okay, so I just noticed that this side where I first started, that's poking out there a little bit. So that means I should move that around a little bit and maybe get that packed a little better. Alright, so I want to start, this is where I started and stopped, that last row. So again, I want to keep turning it to the next side. When you start putting a narrower piece of reed into a basket that has wider pieces underneath, it can get what I call a little waffly, where these spokes are trying to fight against this size. So it's like a big man trying to push over a little woman. And so you don't want to let that happen. You need to resist what this is trying to do. So I've started it there. And then, again, under, turn, under, over, turn, under, over. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself right now, wow, she's really fast. I am really fast because I have made many, many baskets. You'll get fast too. Here we are back to the overlap. Count 1, 2. I'm going to make sure that that doesn't escape. Tuck it in. Now when you use a variegated reed and you have these colors that are fading into other colors, you might not always want to follow the rule of going immediately to the next side. And here's why. The next side where I'm going to start is about the same color, but then I look here and I go, oh yeah, I do like the way that changes because we've got more green here. So I am going to go ahead and start there. Pack down. Now at this point in time, what I can do, because this is skinnier reed, is just catch the ends of the ones that I'm going to go under and pack down. So then I'm going to catch under, over, under. Make sure you don't go too quickly and go over or under two. So under, over, under. And here we are back to the beginning and overlapping 1, 2. Turning again. Well, that's coming out pretty good with the different shades. So I'm going to stay with that sequencing. And pack. It's starting to feel really solid now. So these sides are really set. The shape is good. And so I really don't want to deviate from that. So the spokes are pretty straight up and down. And with this size of a basket, it's more difficult for things to kind of start getting out of whack. So I'm just going to keep weaving. It's really fun to be able to do this, what I call speed weaving, on the sides, because you can, after you get a basket started like this, if someone else is helping you make baskets, let's say you decide that you want to make Christmas gifts like this, because these baskets are great to put a box of tissues or many other things. Okay, so I'm getting sidetracked there. So this last piece that I have, it doesn't reach, but oh my goodness, I'm not going to waste this piece of reed. So I'm going to teach you how to do a little splice, and it's very easy. So we just start the reed, and we don't want to throw away a reed like this. It's too costly to be wasting. Except that right here where I want to do my overlapping, my splicing, I already have an overlap there. So I am going to have to go back a little ways, or no, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to start it on a different side. So I know I overlap there, I don't want an overlap there, so I'll just start over here. And that's the way you fix something like that, so that you still don't waste any. Okay, now I'm at a good splicing point because this one's on top. So I'm just going to snip that off, and then I'm going to start with my other piece, and I want to stay with that burgundy color right there. And I'm just going to go backwards, like when you overlap when you end, I'm going to just overlap it backwards like this, and go under that and on top of that. So again, you don't want to splice it on a corner. If you have it on a corner, you need to go back to this side. So again, you cut it so it's on the outside, you put your new piece to the inside, and then you continue weaving. Now on bigger baskets, if you have to splice, you might want to put a clothespin, but this is fine. And so here we are back to the end there. So now that I've shown you how to get some color accents in there, and this is by no means the only way that you can add color in. I could have woven up higher with natural and put all the color at the top, but this is the way I'm just doing this basket. So in the next segment, we're going to be starting back with the next 4 rows of the natural reed, and I'm just going to weave those very quickly so that you can watch those speed weaving techniques again.